everybody, I'm Nikki D and you found 5 Dog Farm. If you're new to the channel, we're a family that has moved to 60 acres in Tennessee, and we range all the way from 80 something to 7 years old. We are new to homesteading, and the channel that I'm offering here is really about our journey and how we're learning. One thing we do love to do is cook and eat. Fortunately, I love to cook. My mom, Gigi, who also lives on the farm, loves to cook, and the good news is everybody loves to come over and eat. So it's great to have the family over, and we try once a week to do get-togethers. We're very careful about what products we select to put in our bodies. We are as organic as possible, which is why we kind of started doing this. We have dogs. We wanted to start growing our own vegetables and down the road meats, so we can know exactly what we're putting into our bodies. One of the things I got away from a long time ago was any kind of GMO corn. And in baking, when they ask for corn syrup, I did find online some sources for non-GMO corn syrup, but I don't always have it on hand. So I was scratching my head and thinking this has got to be easy to make. And it is. The substitute is just cane syrup from cane sugar. I use organic cane sugar, and it comes out just like corn syrup. And if you can guess what I'll be making with it in another video, homemade marshmallows, which are so easy to make, but we'll go into that a little bit later. This is a bottle of cane syrup I've already made. We have had a real nasty Arctic blast come through, and so it got a little solidified. So all I'll do is put it in my saucepan, warm it up a bit, break up the solids, let it come back down to consistency, and then use it however I need to. It doesn't typically happen, but the cold snap caught me by surprise. So let me show you how easy it is to make a corn syrup substitute. You just need a saucepan. You want to put your range on high, your range top on high. You need 2 cups of granulated sugar. You need 3/4 cups of drinking water. A 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar, and a pinch of sugar. The other important thing you need is a candy thermometer, because you're going to bring this to 240 degrees, which is the softball stage of candy. That is why it stays liquid, and you're not going to have some sort of brittle. So I'm not going to have you hang around for this entire thing. We'll speed the film up, I'll do some editing, but you can come back to the end and see how simple. This is it, guys, this is it. You cook it down, you put your candy thermometer in. What you're doing is you're bringing it to a boil, and then what I like to do at that point is I put my thermometer in, and I like to bring it down a little bit because it can boil over easily. Stay on top of it. Don't try to make a syrup and think you're going to step away. This is not one of those moments that you step away. You need to have time to do it. But it makes enough that you should be able to have some on hand for quite a while. It should keep about 2 months. And yes, because I'm using organic sugar, it sort of has a gold color, but when you see the deliciousness, I use this syrup for this beauty. These marshmallows are so good. Again, I'll be talking about what we're going to do with those because it's kind of cool. So I'm going to go ahead here and just get this boiling, knock it down, get it to the temperature, and then we will talk about bottling it up. So we'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, I had to put my eyeballs on so I could see when it gets to the softball stage, and you'll also notice I'm not stirring anymore. If I were to keep stirring this, I would actually make it come up over. The stirring is essential at the beginning when you're combining the sugar and the water, and you want to make sure everything's dissolved, and then you'll notice as it comes up to a boil, it acts better for you when you take your spoon out and leave it alone a bit. I'm kind of poking at it here just to sort of feel it, and you can definitely feel some resistance on the spoon when I pull, and we are almost there, really close. I like to sneak up on the soft boil. I don't ever like to go over. So with candy making, it's another one of those I'm not cooking, I'm baking things where the science comes into it and the freelance artist has to step away. and not think I can just do this, that, or the other thing. Baking is a discipline, and I have learned to not challenge those before me. All right, we are almost there, just a little bit longer. Whatever you would use a cane syrup in, you would use, corn syrup in, you can substitute this cane syrup for it. So you're never in a position where, oh, I can't make that, I don't want to use some kind of GMO corn syrup. If you have sugar, water, cream of tartar, a little bit of salt, you can do it. All right, so we've reached our softball stage. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. I'm going to pull the pan, cool it, pour it into, well, I'm going to be using it to make marshmallows, and I hope you check out that recipe. And just pour it into here and get it ready for the marshmallow video. So that's it. Very simple to make cane syrup. I hope you give it a try and start keeping it in your cupboard. An easy and inexpensive way to know exactly what you're using, what you're putting into your body and your family's body. And gosh, you're going to save some money too, let me just tell you. All right, this is it for Nikki D on 5 Dog Farm. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my other recipes and our homesteading videos. We have been doing quite a few builds. We have more coming up. We have a hay glue that we built as a storage shed. We have a pallet composter. We have a lot more coming up. We're just finishing the exterior of our guinea hen coop. I'll be showing you that. Then we'll be videotaping the interior of that remodel, so to speak. So there's a lot going on here. We're just getting started, and I really appreciate you following our adventure. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you soon.